Here's our tab for finding the area of a trapezoid. This is another one that I write just a little bit different than the formula chart. The chart shows 1/2 times base of 1 plus base of 2. And again, I don't like to see the fraction written this way, so I do write it as base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. Our formula requires the two bases, a height. So if we look at our figure, the only place that we can find a right angle is going to be, again, on an imaginary line to get the height of our figure and identify our base. Trapezoids are different. One of the bases is a different length from the other base. So to deal with that, we identify them with a label, and these little labels at the bottom, all that's doing is telling us that we have two different base sizes. This formula allows us to put those together and divide by 2 to find an average length. When we do that, that's just like turning it into a regular rectangle so that we can multiply the base times the height. So we're going to use the measures with the first base being 3 inches and the second base being 5 inches and our height 7 inches, Again, we identified our bases because we have a right angle here. I know that the lines joining that right angle are going to be my bases and my height. So let's work out the example. Remember, in trapezoids, we're going to find the average size of the two bases. So 3 inches plus 5 inches will be divided by 2 because we're finding the average of two lines. After we find that average, then we can multiply by 7 inches for the height. So the average length of the two bases is 4 inches. 3 inches plus 5 inches is 8. Divide that by 2, we get 4 inches. Now I can multiply by the height of 7 inches. And we get 28 inches squared. Once again, remember this exponent here is representing an area, meaning that we multiplied two dimensions or two measures to get 28 inches. That means that our area of this trapezoid would take 28 inches squared to cover the inside.